Very good evening, everyone. We're at windswept St James's Park, where the wind has actually died down a little bit. Again, kindly joined by Alnwick's manager Richie. We haven't spoken to him for a couple of weeks due to postponements, so I do believe, with the lack of game time, you arranged a friendly.
Yes, obviously our last competitive game was against the development here. With the game getting postponed, we arranged a game with Tweedmouth.
Oh, right.
Yeah, up at Morpeth. Yeah. Obviously it's a good little setup up there now as well, so yeah, we played against Tweedmouth, who were very, very good. You know, it was a good run out, you know, and obviously we got to utilise the squad a little bit more, have a lads who haven't had too many minutes, you know, got good minutes in them, so it was a good run out.
Oh, that was brilliant. Good thing to do, especially at this stage of the season.
Yeah.
Let's get on to today's game. I'm going to start with a cliche I've always wanted to do. That was a game of two halves.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt.
First off, Burradon, absolutely out the blocks.
Yeah.
I thought you dealt with it well for a long time. How do you see it?
Well, Burradon's obviously Fordley's they're a top 4 team. You know, they've got some very good players in there. You know, pace. You know, they're a threat, and I think you know, they did do very well getting the ball out wide. You know, which caused with big problems. But I also at the same time think we were just as poor in the first half. You know, we didn't really settle into the game at all. You know, first half I think we were sloppy with our passes. You know, it was difficult obviously with the wind to get out our own half. But no, definitely Fordley very much bossed the first half. You know, direct at times. I've got some good players with them. So the McRobert brothers are there as well. You know,
big, strong, professional lads who've been around.
Yeah, and obviously Davey, experienced manager, has got, you know, lads in who can cause you big problems. You know, when I see both wingers were a threat throughout the first half today.
Well, we as supporters were on the side saying if we can keep it at 1-0 at half time, we fancied our chances in the second half. So what did you see at half time? I know you can't see everything, but it must have been quite a team talk, because it was a different team that came out.
Yeah, well, if I'm honest, I was exactly the same as what you were. Yeah, sort of obviously they scored the goal. A little bit lucky actually, sort of kicked up in front of the keeper. Yeah. You know,
that was an awkward bounce.
But to be fair, I think Fordley more than deserved to be in front, you know, at half time. But I was saying that to Clarkey, obviously, let's get in at 1-0. Obviously, the change of the wind, you know, it'll be difficult for them to get out as well, you know. So just went in, we're pretty relaxed about it, you know. Just spoke to the lads and said, we need more, you know. We looked like strangers at times in the first half, you know, making silly mistakes, very quiet as a back five.
Is that due to not a competitive game? I know you said the friendly, but nothing makes up for competitive football, really, does it?
No, it doesn't, but I don't really want to use that as an excuse either.
Fair
I just think you can sort of see it in the warm-up, it was a little bit lackadaisical in the warm-up, a little bit, you know, slow. And I said it before I went out, I had the feel in the change room, you know, it's quiet, you know, and I think it was very, very quiet, you know, especially the first half. So yeah, I think Fordley more than deserved the 1-0 at half time. They've got not a telling off as such, just I wanted more, you know, I wanted them to play as a team more, I wanted them to get the ball. I think Zavegi never touched the ball in the first half.
Yes.
And he's a massive asset, you know, to get the ball into him, you know, get the ball in around Michael Laws a little bit more, bring him into the game, he'll bring people into the game, you know. So it was more just sort of putting the foot down and saying, look, you know, you've basically had a rest first half, get your act together. And
well, they certainly listened to you. Yeah. The goal itself, an absolute screamer from Michael Laws.
Well, that's what Lawsy does best, you know.
Right place, right time.
He's a big lad, you know. You can see him putting himself around. He's been a big signing for, you know, since he's come in.
You can see opposition players respect him. You can tell.
Yeah. He's just, you know, he's experienced. He brings people into the game. You know, he talks well. Obviously, we skipped a day with Kieran being out. But yeah, second half, I think we did put my foot down a little bit more. We looked after the ball. I thought Ryan Payne, special mention to him, because I think he had a great game today in centre midfield.
I've just said to him, I've said exactly the same to him. I think it's one of his best games in black and white shirt.
Yeah, much better. It's the locals.
Absolutely
And that's a reason why you shouldn't drink Henry Weston cider.
Yeah, but I think going back to it, especially second half, I think the subs who came on.
Oh, it was great.
Also made a big difference. It was good to see Brad in a black and white shirt again.
He made a difference. He put himself about.
He's a big lad. It's not he's quick. He complimented Michael Lowes pretty well. Made some good tackles. Put himself around. I think Phil done very well when he came on as well. He's obviously struggled a little bit with his groin, so we've got to get him back out again. I think as bad as we were first half, I thought we was good second. And I think really we could have went on to possibly win the game.
Well, that's what the supporters, we were all saying. We thought you're going to nick it.
Yeah.
But we're on to the cup next week at Bedlington.
Yeah.
Take your mind off the league for a little while. But I thought it was a great performance all round. And Richie, as always, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
I'm going to go chat with the lads.
Aye. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, lads.
Cheers. Richie.